Welcome. In this video, we will be discussing about the Nobel Prize for Physics 2020. So basically last day we discussed about the Nobel Prize which were provided for the people in the field of medicine. In this particular video, we will discuss about the Nobel Prize provided in the field of physics. Now, as mentioned in the previous video, we don't have to deep delve into the major things like what this award is all about and who is all winning it. We don't even have to remember the scientist's name as such. UPSC has not asked them lately, but the thing which becomes important for us is their field of experimentation or discovery for which they have been awarded the Nobel Prize. So let's begin. The first thing that we will study is basically the Nobel Prize in Physics for the year 2020 was awarded to three astrophysicists, which are Roger Penrose from the UK, Reinhard Genzel from Germany, Andrea Ghez from the USA. So these are the three people who have been awarded the Nobel Prize for Physics. Now this year the Nobel Prize is divided like the first half and the second half. So the first half is given to Roger Penrose, and for what? For his discovery of that a black hole formation is a robust prediction of the general theory of relativity. So the Einstein general theory of relativity is something which gets proved by the presence of black hole. So that is one of the thing which has been formalized by the Roger Penrose, and because of which he has got the Nobel Prize this year. General theory of relativity. Now when we are at this topic, just a pointer for you, go ahead and try to see about the spatial theory of relativity also, that has also been propounded by the Einstein only. So what the black holes are? Black holes were the first and the most extreme prediction of Einstein general theory of relativity, which came in 1915. So if you remember back in 2015, there was also one of the discovery which kind of provided the way that Einstein general theory of relativity is true by the discovery of gravitational wave. So gravitational wave was discovered in 2015, and at the same time now with the this present time, what happened, this astrophysicist has proven that the black hole presence is also kind of a prediction which has been made by the general theory of relativity. The theory explains gravity as objects try to follow a straight line through a universe whose geometry is wrapped by matter and energy. As a result, planets as well as light beams follow curving paths. So if you remember, like there was a lot of news when the gravitational wave was finally discovered back in the just a second, back in the 2015, a lot of news was related to how the gravitational waves create ripples in the space. So these waves create ripples in the space, and this is basically what has been talked about in the general theory of relativity of Einstein, where they say that light and the energy which is flowing through the space will follow a curved path. So that is how. So if you go back and check on any other YouTube video related to the gravitational wave experiment, you would see that it creates a kind of a ripple in the space. So that is one thing which has been associated with the general theory of relativity. And this year round, the physics astrophysicist, the Dr. Penrose, has got the Nobel Prize for the same thing. So Dr. Penrose proved that if too much mass accumulated in too small a space, a collapse into a black hole was inevitable. So this is exactly what he talked about. He says that just suppose in a very limited space, if there is a lot of mass accumulated, then the creation of black hole is inevitable. The black hole is going to get created. And at the boundary of black hole, which is called as event horizon, one would have to go faster than the speed of light to escape it, which is impossible. So when the black hole is getting created at that event horizon, the anything to get passed through this particular chunk of mass, the black hole which has got created, it has to move past it at a greater speed of light, which is impossible. So nothing travel faster than the speed of light is the basic fundamental physics law that we study. So in that, if and during an event horizon, which is like the boundary of black hole, one has to go faster than that. That is the only way they will be able to avoid the black hole, which is not possible, and hence it is called as a black hole, because everything which goes into it or pass through it can never come back. So at the center of black hole, where the density become infinite, the laws of physics would no longer apply. So exactly this is what happens, that when the at the center of the black hole, which is also at terms could be considered as a point of singularity, it is an infinite dense point, and there the physics law, that the general physics we study over here, cannot hold true. So in fact, over a period of time, with the advancement of science and with the better equipment to get in touch with the extraterrestrial bodies, the celestial bodies which are present, and to try to understand, we have come to the terms that the general physics is not sufficient to understand the overall formation of universe, and there has been move towards understanding of quantum physics as well. So just you don't have to delve deep into all these topics, just that the things that you need to remember from here is basically what is black hole. So the things for you to remember from this is black hole, singularity. So such kind of like general concepts, as well as general theory of relativity. So these are few things that you need to know. You really don't have to go deep into this particular topic, but just what basically these means and their application in understanding the formation of universe. So this is the part where the Dr. Penrose has been awarded. Now let's move forward and try to understand the second half. The second half, it has been awarded to Genzel and Zez, where they have received the prize for the discovery of a supermassive black hole at the center of Milky Way galaxy, now known to be the Sagittarius A star. Sagittarius A star is the massive black hole which is present in the Milky Way galaxy. So our solar system is also a part of Milky Way galaxy. So in the same galaxy in which we exist, there is a new supermassive black hole which has been discovered, and it has been named as Sagittarius A star. So it has mass 4 million times that of sun. So it is like huge and massive. Like just see, it is 4 million times that of a sun, and is confined to an area roughly size of our solar system. So it is the size is as so very huge. So it is the size of the entire solar system. In 2019, scientists caused the first optical image of black hole, which is at the center of Messier 87 galaxy. So this is the one thing which caught the attention of the scientists, and they were able to find the first optical image of black hole, which is at the center of Messier 87 galaxy. Sagittarius A star is the second black hole whose photographs has been captured by the Event Horizon Telescope project. So Event Horizon Telescope project is the one where the telescope from across the worlds are like used to get a picture of a black hole. So back in the 2018, there was a clear picture of black hole. For the first time we were able to see how the black hole looked like, and there was a news that it looks like the eye of the Sauron from the Lord of the Rings. So such kind of things has been in news. So for you to remember, Event Horizon Telescope project also become important. So these are the few things that you need to know. Now let's move forward and try to understand the black holes and singularity. So just try to understand, this is the cross section of black hole. This is how from the cross sectional view the black hole would look like. And here what happens, what is considered as space, the space in beyond the event horizon, which is the boundary of the black hole, it becomes time, and this time try to move towards a point which is called as the singularity. So what happened and how a black hole is formed? So black hole is formed when a massive star collapses on itself. So massive star, because of this gravity and because of its own weight, it will collapse on itself, and it will collapse on itself, leading to the formation of black hole. Yeah, so this is how your black hole forms, and when a black hole forms after the event horizon, what is considered as space will be considered as time, and it will try to move towards a point of singularity. The light comes shows the path of light rays forward and backward in time. When a black hole forms, the light cones that crosses the event horizon will turn inward towards the singularity. So if you see over here, after the event horizon, it will move towards the point of singularity. Again, from the physics point of view, you don't have to understand everything, like all the concepts which are associated with it. It is good that you have the basic understanding, but don't sweat over it. Like if you are also not able to understand how the singularity works, how the space changes into time, what kind of paradoxes will it lead to, don't delve into it, because at the same time scientists are also trying to figure it out. Black hole is still a subject which is actively being researched by various scientists. So you don't have to sweat over it. Try to understand singularity, try to understand black hole, and try to understand how the general theory of relativity and how the Event Horizon Telescope project has helped us to find the image of black hole. What is Sagittarius A? Where are other massive superhole found in some other galaxy or in Milky Way galaxy itself? How the dwarf planets are different, and how what kind of planets or stars lead to the formation of black hole. So these are the kind of information that could be required from a UPSC examination. So I hope you have understood this video. If you have any doubt, feel free to leave a comment. Thank you.